Hello there everybody, this is CP666 back with you for what is going to be an upgrade, an upgrade video, we'll call it that, but more like a parts replacement video on this T61 yet again. Before I get into that, I want to show you something. You can see my website is currently under construction, or reconstruction is a better word for it, but while looking at this I noticed, and I'm not sure if the camera will be able to see it or not, but this panel, this WXGA Plus display panel, I'm not sure who makes it, but I would assume that it's a Samsung panel. But don't take my word for it, and I'm not even going to compare the panel makers. I have no idea who makes this panel, but anyway, has a much warmer color gamut than this panel. Yeah, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but you can see that this is a much more blue color. Much more like the blue that it's supposed to be than this one. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the backlight or if that's just the different color gamut, the color field, the ability to reproduce colors that this particular panel has. This is a WXGA display. This is not the Plus. This is only 1280 by 800. This is the WXGA Plus 1440 by 900 display. But I thought that was interesting. The camera can't really see it, but I can. There's a huge difference. And for all I know, it could also be Windows 8. I have no idea. But anyway, let's get on with the replacement part of this video. You see, this computer has a hybridized approach in terms of pointing device. You have the typical track point, or eraser head, or whatever you want to call it, in the middle of the keyboard, with this little nub attached to it. I much prefer these. I will say that much, but I don't have any of those that are in good condition. And there's nothing wrong with these ones. I'll tell you one thing though, I absolutely cannot stand the cat's tongue version. I have a whole bunch of them. Actually, more like I have two of them, but they're right here. And this is what they look like. And they're rough. It's almost like sandpaper, which is why they call them cat's tongue. I can't stand them, because very obviously they get dirty much more easily, as you can see there. That's dust, I think, or maybe it's hand salsa, or a combination of the two. And it feels weird. But anyway, it also has a trackpad, as you can see here, and this trackpad is worn out. These buttons are really, really difficult to press. And what we're going to do, I have a trackpad right here. I'm not going to be using the actual trackpad. Rather, I'm going to be using these buttons because they are in much better condition than the one that I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this trackpad out of here, and thankfully that doesn't look to be too difficult. There's a little, not sure what you would call it. But this, you can simply just pop that out and pop out the ribbon and take this assembly out. And you're left with the buttons. The only difficult part will be reassembly. But that can go into something else. I don't really care where it goes. So let's take the old unit out, shall we? A word to the wise here. Do not work on electronics on your bed. That is a bad idea. But I'm doing it on my bed simply because I don't have enough space anywhere else. Alright, let's put a battery in and see if our trackpad works. Which, after all that, I'm willing to bet it doesn't. Let's power it up. Let's find out if the trackpad works. Which it should. Of course, we have to wait for Windows to start. And these buttons are in much better shape than the ones that I had before. Come on, Windows. Look at that. Works. And these buttons are definitely easier to push than the old ones were. Because these are not, well, this one is not easy to actuate anymore. It feels really soft and cheap, and it's not really good. So there you have it. There is an upgrade, maybe not done the correct way, but there is an upgrade of the trackpad buttons, more like a replacement, but to me it's an upgrade, because these, even though they're still clicky and they're still pretty tactile, but this one is a lot better and a lot more easy to actuate than that one. Plus, it's in better shape. This one's all sort of been worn smooth, as you might be able to tell if I get it in the right light. Yeah, there you go. There's the smoothness. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.